Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's Monday morning, had a great weekend of sales again. Both eBay and Amazon are really busy. Amazon should continue to be busy through the whole month. I hope eBay is as well. So far with what I've seen going with sales, that's not going to be a problem. This should be a great December for me. So let's go over the numbers. First off, on Amazon, I sold 10 items for a total of $607.70. So an average sell price of 60 bucks. Really happy about that. A couple good things sold. A couple things that have been in my inventory for a while on Amazon, so that's also good. So got my list here, right under the phone here, right there where you can't see. So let's go over the numbers. First item is actually one that I'm going to sell. Funny thing about this, I just picked this up yesterday. After I watch football, I stopped at the Savers, that's by the sports bar where I go watch football. I bought two items. This was one of them. I paid $9.99 for this. It's a Golden Tee at-home version where you plug it into your TV. I bought this for $9.99. It sold in less than 24 hours for $124.99 plus a little bit for shipping. So about $130 all in for this in less than a day. Extremely happy about that. I've sold several Golden Tee units in the past. They always sell for good money. If you happen to find them brand new like this, pick them up. All right, the other 9 items are all FBA, all sent to the warehouse. They're doing all the work for me, so let's go over that list. The first item is this album set. This is Puccini Records. It's an album set. I think it was put out by Time Life. Again, what's funny about this and with Amazon and selling through their warehouse versus shipping it yourself, stuff sells so much better. Just seeing that Prime logo next to an item, buyers are more likely to pay for it since they get free shipping from Amazon if they are a Prime member. This set I've had in my store for over a year. It's been sitting at the exact same price, $37.99, but as soon as I sent it to the warehouse, it sold within a week. It's just how it is. Stuff sells better FBA. The next item is a Cry Cut cartridge. I don't remember what pattern this is. I bought 4 or 5 of these a while back for really cheap. I had no idea that they were this expensive until I scanned them and saw what they're going for. This was the most expensive one in the group. This sold for $59.99. Next item was a cheap one. This has actually been in their warehouse for a while. It's the SpongeBob toy that talks. When I originally scanned it, they were going for about $30 to $40. And I've just slowly every month been lowering the price just a little bit because it hasn't been selling. $9.99. So after their fees, I think my net is like $2. I'm actually losing money on this item, but it's out of the warehouse. I don't have to worry about any storage fees. Next is another one of these Connects home designer sets. This is the third one I've sold. I still have 3 more in the warehouse. Fantastic buy on these. It sells for $47.99. The second one of my Sylvania desk picture frames sold. This sold for $29.99. Again, these were items that have been sitting right here behind me for about a year, not selling at $29.99. Ship them into Amazon. They sell within a week. Had a great sale on this Honeywell thermostat. I picked this up for 10 bucks and was really surprised to see that they're selling for as much as they are. It went for $114.99. Thermostats and home electronics, stuff like that, again, always pick it up if you find it brand new. Some of it does sell used, but it's tougher to test, so I don't mess with any of the used items, only buy them new. The next time was in a pretty big box. It's a big box set for the Wii. It's an Active Life outdoor, what does my thing say? Active Life outdoor challenge set. So I don't remember everything that is in there. I think there was a game and, I don't know, maybe one of those pads that lays on the ground. I'm not sure what's exactly in there. All I know is I scanned it, $72.99. I paid 15 bucks for this. The next item, I told it was going to sell. This Trump game, it sold for $79.99. Now, this actually was one that I sold. It's right down here, boxed up, ready to go. But it sold for $79.99 plus a little bit of shipping. Again, you don't have to like them, but I like $80. It sold. And the last item is a small little handheld electronic pocket slots game. They look really cheesy. I picked this up for $1 and it sold for $28.79. So there you have it. 10 items, $607.70. Nice weekend of sales. I'm hoping that continues on. Let's get to the eBay items. Okay, for eBay I actually sold more items but less dollars. 16 items $480.30. It's about a $30 average per item. That's less than what I've been averaging for the year. I've been averaging about $40 an item. Nothing that I sold was over $50. So that's why. I didn't have any big item sales, but I had a lot. So let's go over those items. And now with eBay, I have to ship everything. Unfortunately, there's no fulfilled by eBay. Maybe someday they will. Maybe they're gonna try to beat Amazon. I don't know. But either way, I gotta do all the work on these and get these shipped out. Let's go over the items. I'm gonna go right down my cheat sheet again. Is right there. You can't see it, but I can, so you'll see me look down from time to time. Let's check the first items. A couple of these did just sell this morning. I bought these two lights for a couple bucks a piece. I thought I was gonna be able to get, 20 a piece for them. Unfortunately, that just wasn't the case. These sold for $17.99 plus $9.99 shipping. These are just like little camp lights, or they show in the picture that kid reading, in his bedroom. They're just put one of those big cell batteries in there. It's a little lamp. Got two of them. $17.99 plus $10 a ship. Next is this Salt Lake City on-board game. It's just like a Monopoly. You can see on the back. It's just a Monopoly game, but it's the Salt Lake City version. This has been in my store a long time. It's one of those items that I was almost just gonna donate or get rid of somehow, but it finally sold. It finally sold for $39.99 shipped, so I'm really happy to get this off the shelf and get it out of my storage area. Okay, I sold some Nerf swords. Yeah, these are really cool swords. These click together to make one like big, long, double-ended blade. I can't even get it all on the camera if I were to click this together. I picked these up for $2 a piece, and they sold for $39.99 plus another $9.99 shipping. So $50 all in. We're paying $25 a sword. These are really cool. The next sale is another $50 sale. It's these two bullseye ball games. These sold for $49.99 shipped for the pair of these. Now, I only had 4 of the little steel balls to go with them. I know you can buy replacements on eBay, and I probably should buy a batch just because I do pick these up when I find them, and that way I can include more of the little balls that you use to play the game. I've showed these in the past. They do sell well. They just sell slow. They're not the fastest sellers, but I have no problem if I'm going to get a $50 sale out of them. I generally pick them up for between $2 and $5 a piece. I like to pair them together. There is a third one. I have, let's see, we got Bullseye Ball 2, Bullseye Ball 1, and then there's a titanium one that's like a silver looking version. I've sold all 3 of them before for $100 for all 3 of them, so I've only found one ever of the titanium. These I find regularly, so it's a great sale for $50. I sold Shrek. I picked up this for, I don't know, it was $3 or $5. It wasn't too much. It's new in the box, but the box is just beat up, so I could not sell this as used. You can see up at the top right there. I didn't want to sell it on Amazon. If it was new, I probably could have got $50 to $60 for this. Yeah, they do sell for that much. Shrek movie toys do really well. This one, even the box the way it is, I got $29.99 shipped for this. I showed this bobblehead in a haul video not too long ago. I don't know who Kyle Beckerman is, other than he plays soccer for Real Salt Lake. I picked it up for $5, and it didn't take too long. I mean, I think this was probably less than 2 weeks it sold, and it sold for $39.99 shipped. And just so you know, people still do buy home phones. There are still a lot of people that have a home phone. We haven't had one for years, probably 10 years. We have not had a home phone. Most people are going that way, but there's still a lot of families that do. This is a cheaper one. I couldn't find a listing on Amazon for this exact model, so I just put it on eBay. It ended up going for $24.99 shipped. Not a lot of profit on this one. Sold a couple more Lego base plates. We had 2 different ones here. This one is, I think this might be from like an Indiana Jones set, something like that. It's even got a bunch of sticky stuff on here. I put pictures and disclosed that information. This one here had a crack that I repaired. You can see down here, maybe, a bunch of glue residue, and it cracked right there. It is kind of typical of these because they are flimsy right in that middle area, but this is actually a really good one. This is like an Arctic white is what they call it. So I put the 2 together since they both had issues, and I got $34.99 shipped for the pair. They're light, so it's not going to cost a whole lot to ship. This is going back to New York, so going from Arizona to New York, you can't get too much further, but it's still going to be just over $10 to ship the two of these. I found a siren. Yeah, this is a high efficiency 2-sound piezo siren. I don't know what piezo, if that's how you pronounce it, or piezo. Either way, I looked them up on eBay. This is made by Safe House, and it looks like it was distributed at Radio Shack. For some reason, I find a lot of Radio Shack items at my thrift stores. This has been in my store for a little while. It did sell for $24.99. It's close to first class. I think it's gonna be right around that pound range, hopefully just under, so I can ship it for about $5. I do think most resellers know about the sellers of Catan or Catan games. Find quite a few of them. They're often missing a piece or two. There's a lot of little pieces you gotta count, make sure they're all there. Surprising, this one actually had a couple extra pieces, so I added those to my inventory in case the next set I buy is missing those. So this is a good game. This is like the original version. This sold for $37.99 shipped. Here is a Arizona Diamondbacks hat. Now this is a special edition hat. This was on college night. So this is ASU, Arizona State University's colors. We got the maroon and gold. They did a U of A version for the Wildcats. I've sold several of these in the past. They do pretty good. This one sold for $19.99 shipped. The next item is these couple HP 564 ink cartridges. They're both expired, but not too long ago. Let's see, this one, December 2018, and this one just earlier this year, June 2019. So I picked them up for $1 a piece, just comboed them together, sold for, let's see, oh no, $12.99 shipped. I sold one of my last batches of Girl Scout patches. This one had 15 different ones in there. So we got some of these little achievement ones, and then some of the little numbers that you use for like your troop number. This batch of 15, it sold for $15.99 shipped. This one I'm gonna have to get really close. Let's see. This is a ticket stub from a hockey game. Now, you can barely see the logo there. That's for the Edmonton Oilers. What's unique about this little stub is this is from Wayne Gretzky's first Stanley Cup win, which was in 1984. This is what's called the usher stub. So when you would go in with your full ticket that was like this long, they'd rip off the bottom portion, put it in their little container, and give you back your bigger ticket. Back then, somebody was smart enough after the Oilers won to get a big bag of those usher tickets. I knew the person that had thousands of these. I've probably had 100 of them, of that 1,000 that he had. If you have the full ticket, I'll see if I can pop up a little comp right there. They sell for a lot. These, not quite as much, but just this little stub went for $9.99 plus another $2.99 shipping. So they basically paid $13 for that little stub. Shocker, I sold a Fiesta Bowl patch. $3.75 plus $1.25 shipping. And the last item, Killer Bunnies. If you've never heard of Killer Bunnies, it does sell fairly well. They used to go for more. The base set doesn't sell for a whole lot. This one had 4 or 5 of the different expansion sets in it as well. So that was the only reason I bought it. With all those extra expansions, it went for $29.99 shipped. I should be able to get this in a flat rate box because it is pretty heavy. My guess is this is over a couple pounds. And this is going GSP to Australia. If you ship to Australia, it's probably the most expensive country to ship to. Luckily, this is going GSP. I'm just gonna have to ship it to Kentucky and they can deal with sending it overseas. So $30 shipped, off to Australia. All right, I wanna thank everybody for watching. I hope you learned something today. I try to show that I sell lots of different types of items. I sell sports, I sell collectibles, I sell pop culture, I sell industrial, I sell household goods, electronics. So you don't have to pigeonhole yourself into just one category. Look for everything when you're out there. You have your smartphone with you, look things up in the store. If you've never seen it, never heard of it, spend that 30 seconds, look it up, educate yourself every time you're in a store. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing down at the bottom. Click on that button and give me a thumbs up. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.